move over to some breaking news where Israel's far-right Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich has announced the creation of 22 new settlements in the occupied West Bank, a move widely condemned as illegal under international law. In a statement on social media, Smotrich called it a historic decision that would renew settlements in northern Samaria and strengthen Israel's eastern axis. The West Bank, referred to by Israel as Judea and Samaria, has been under Israeli occupation since 1967. We move back to Europe, where a glacier collapse in the Swiss Alps has buried most of the mountain village of Blatten under mud, rock and ice. The disaster occurred when a large section of the Birch Glacier broke off, triggering a massive landslide. The village has been evacuated earlier this month due to warnings of an imminent rockslide, but one person remains missing. Around 90% of Blatten is covered in debris, with homes and infrastructure destroyed. Experts say while it is difficult to determine the exact role of climate change, warmer temperatures have likely contributed by weakening the mountain's permafrost, which holds the rock together. The Swiss government has called in emergency services and urged people to stay away from the hazardous area. This event marks an unprecedented level of destruction in the Swiss Alps. Mayor Matthias Ballwald has held a press conference. Let's listen in what he had to say.
Liebe Blattner, das Unvorstellbare ist heute getroffen. Wir haben praktisch das Dorf, das sichtbare Dorf, verloren. Ich bin froh, haben wir alle können von Blatten daraus evakuieren und in Sicherheit bringen. Das gibt die Stichkraft, das zu machen, was vor uns liegt. Wir haben das Dorf heute verloren, aber nicht das Herz.
Moving on once again, 7 people, including 4 women and 3 girls, have died after a migrant boat capsized near Restiga harbour on an island in Spain's Canary Islands. The boat, carrying approximately 150 individuals, overturned as it approached the dock. Witnesses reported that the movement of passengers on board caused the vessel to tip. Emergency responders, along with local volunteers, swiftly intervened to rescue survivors. Among the survivors, 2 children aged 3 and 5 remain in critical condition and have been airlifted to hospital in Tenerife. A 3-month-old infant experiencing breathing difficulties was also hospitalized. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez expressed his condolences, emphasizing the humanitarian crisis faced by migrants seeking a better life. This incident underscores the perilous nature of the Atlantic route to the Canary Islands, which continues to be a deadly path for migrants. We move now to North America, where 6 Mexican soldiers have been killed after triggering an improvised explosive device in the violence hit state of Michoacan. The blast destroyed their armored vehicle while on patrol near the border with Jalisco, a region plagued by brutal conflicts between drug cartels. The incident marks the deadliest single attack on the military involving an IED in recent memory. President Claudia Sheinbaum called the deaths deplorable and vowed justice. Mexico's military has already found over 600 IEDs this year alone in Michoacan, as cartels increasingly turn to landmines and drone bombs to control territory. Authorities have launched a full investigation and a sweep for more devices is underway. Criminal violence, most of it linked to drug trafficking, has claimed around 480,000 lives in Mexico since 2006 and left more than 120,000 people missing. Let's move north to Canada now, where Manitoba has declared a state of emergency and urged more than 17,000 people in northern and eastern parts of the province to evacuate as wildfires spread in central and western Canada. Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew has said people needed to move quickly, including from the city of Flin-Flon, and that many people will be put up at soccer fields and community centres in Winnipeg and other cities. He also shared that federal armed forces were on their way to help transport evacuees. The climate crisis has made wildfires in Canada much more frequent and intense. The country has been hit with devastating fires in recent years, including in 2023, the most destructive on record. There are now reportedly 134 active fires across Canada, including in British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba and Ontario. Half are considered out of control.